In policing, for every shift when we suit up into our uniforms, we know that it could potentially be our last shift. We always hope that it's not going to be at the hands of a person under the influence of controlled substances ramming into the back of our patrol vehicle at a high rate of speed. Sadly, this is one of those. You frequently hear me speak about the dangers of vehicles passing officers while on roadways. This sadly exemplifies the intensity of cars passing by officers. And often while you hear me mention the passenger side approach, there's so much to learn from this. It's really challenging to cover videos like this, but it's important because we can learn from both sides. So continue to watch and I'll share some important facts with you about what things went down on this incident.
Hey, I'm just trying to figure out if, I don't know if that's a lieutenant or somebody higher. We're just trying to determine who's going to take this. It's okay. On us, but I would assume you guys want to investigate it.
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
We got people coming. Is that all right?
We're going to defer to you guys, absolutely. Okay. It's your personnel, and you guys got jurisdiction as well. It is an impaired driver. He's high as hell.
Okay.
And it sounds like your trooper was out of his car when he got struck, and his trooper got rear-ended too. So this is the majority of the scene.
So what you're seeing here is an officer from one jurisdiction explaining to an Ohio State trooper what occurred. And a lot of times there's concurrent jurisdictions. So either of them can handle the case. But out of respect and deference to the fact that it was their trooper that was injured, this deputy or this officer is saying, you guys can take the lead on this case. And here's where you're going to see them kind of converge and work together really closely, because it's really, really challenging when you see an officer injured in this manner.
Where's the at fault guy at?
We got him detained.
Okay.
All right, we already started off. My sergeant here can give you an update on what's going on related to the driver.
Okay. So it sounds like your trooper was out. There was an obstruction in the road in the right-hand lane, stopped. The Florida female driver right there in the SUV hit him while he was out. We've got a witness in that white F-150 saying they passed her like 10 minutes ago going like 100, driving like a maniac. So we're getting a witness statement from them. The at-fault driver's got hypodermic with fluids and all kinds of shit in the passenger. She's fucked up. So we have a deputy with her and the medic going to Grant. We already started on a search warrant, but we can stop.
My lieutenant's here.
Okay.
I'll double check with them. Is if we're gonna do the crash, we may ask to do charges, like just to keep it all like
absolutely.
one envelope.
Yeah, we'll do whatever you guys want to do. This is one of your own. You guys have the jurisdiction with us. It's just we want to make sure everything is
try to get started for you.
Appreciate it.
We have deputies with the trooper, and
we have a chaplain coming down to the scene because one of the witnesses is distraught.
The witness is a former Grove City police officer, saw the whole thing and stayed with the troopers, so we got a witness statement from them.
So another thing that's really interesting here that I'd like to share is that when you have this kind of situation, chain of custody is incredibly important. When I say chain of custody, I mean when one person from one jurisdiction or when an officer picks up something, every step that item takes is monitored and followed and documented. And a defense attorney is going to look really closely that the chain of custody, where a piece of evidence started, where it ended up, and most importantly, how that item got there. Very important stuff.
Basically, that white SUV all the way back is the scene now, because part of some of his uniform is scattered all throughout here from when he got hit.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Okay. I appreciate it.
And we're working on, we'll take care of traffic for you. We're getting them flipped right now.
Okay.
So, for sure you guys are doing it so I can cancel our acts investigators?
Yeah, we've got our lieutenants here. I think we've got our recon coming. That's my lieutenant there. I'll double check with them, but I think that's the preferred.
I'll go check.
That's our MO. If you don't like check with.
Do you know his status at all?
He's not good. He's not good. He's critical.
Okay.
So they took him to Grant. They took the other lady who hit him to Grant. So
And she was in the black car?
she was in the black car, yeah. So
Okay.
someone said they got video. Someone had video. I don't know if one of the trucks had it or not.
Do you have a name for the person, the lady driving the black
I don't, but they have it up there.
Okay.
So and so just so you know, there's a shoe there. I don't know if anybody picked that up, and there's one on the other side too, and I think that was his because he was out of the car. So make sure that, because I just saw that when I went to my car.
Officers will confirm this. People almost always get knocked out of their shoes when there's a serious accident. I'm not quite sure from the physics perspective why shoes always come off, especially a police boot that's tied up like that, but you'll almost always find shoes. Officers who've been to these scenes, medical staff as well, will know that people's shoes almost always get knocked off.
I'm guessing that's his because there's another boot that's up there too.
Okay.
So I just want to go over a couple. I just asked the Sarge.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. Because we've got our folks coming out, but if you guys want it, it's on you. You have jurisdiction with us.
Yeah.
It's one of your own. So it looks like an impaired driver.
So that's the chief of police for this jurisdiction here.
Okay.
It's at fault. Struck him. probably heard from him, struck him and then struck the cruiser. So we've got a witness, I guess, that stopped that said about 10 minutes down, or 10 miles down the road, that vehicle was driving at a reckless, a high rate of speed. We've got some paraphernalia, some needles and stuff. She's very high, so she's going to be impaired. So I've got all my folks coming out. We'll shut all that down if you guys are going to handle that.
Yeah, we got our recon.
Okay.
Recon's gonna come out.
Can I get that?
Yep.
So when there's an accident with a serious injury like this, in some departments they call them fatal detectives, accident reconstructionists, but these people are highly trained. Mathematics, physics, evidence recovery, I mean, super duper highly trained. In fact, after they retire, they're one of the most sought after retired law enforcement people on a police department. So if you run into someone who has that kind of training, and hopefully if someone's watching it, please chime in the comments as to some things that people can look out for in this type of video. But those people, shout out to them.
Assuming that was the car keys.
Flight Chef 1904.
Is this all of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what else the car's pretty banged up. I know
Okay.
there's like hats and stuff in there.
Was that ammo you just found on the ground, the 223?
Yes.
He says she didn't show that.
I got his asp, I got his radio.
When he said, I got his asp, he didn't say ASS. That's the expandable baton, which was likely thrown somewhere. So he picked it up. So the baton, expandable baton, it's called an asp.
Yeah, I'm gonna start shooting this way.
All the way up here.
Holy shit, that's
This one here is from the trucker that's in right here. He said they may have video
Okay.
of it if you guys want that.
Yeah.
If he can get an email address, he can text the guy and they can send it right over.
Okay.
And if you don't get the email address, you can contact Tony Green, it's his phone number, and he'll be able to relay what's going on with that.
Something I like you to look for next time you drive by a police car. When we stop our cars, we usually stop them and we cant them to the left a little bit and we turn the wheels so that if, God forbid, our vehicle gets hit, that it pushes the car not into us and the driver because we're going to be conducting business at a vehicle in front of us. So by canting the car like that, it gives us some protection, and by turning the wheels like that, it gives us some additional protection. And you may notice that when you drive by cars now.
Power unit, Paul John Victor 2209, Paul John Victor 2209.
Do they have a license for her yet?
I have no idea, sir.
Do we have a name for her yet?
Again, I'm not sure.
Do you guys have a driver's license for the girl at all?
Yes. Yeah, it's right there on the car.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's her. Okay.
Do you want us to assist you with anything at all?
Right now,
We have a lot of guys out here.
yeah, I mean, right now,
Keep it shut down.
yeah, let's just keep it shut down.
Okay.
I got our recon on the way.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah, we just got our recon truck here now. I told him, I said, oh, we don't need it now, so. Okay.
all right, appreciate it.
Something else to take into consideration. This trooper is working a wreck and seeing all of the carnage of someone that he's likely very close to. And there are very few professions where you're required to be that professional and that ready and that prepared to deal with crisis like that of someone that you likely care about and likely want to be at the hospital attending to, but you've got to stand up and do your job while you're out here in the field.
I'd love to know what the heck did this. That's significant.
Yeah.
And I don't think with this rotational pattern being in the middle of it, it came from that.
Yeah, no, I think
It had to have come from him
Yeah.
somehow.
When they're talking about rotational patterns and things like that, one of the things you're going to always look at is the tire marks, and you're looking at distances. So they're trying to figure out which car made which marks in the road. All of that is evidence, and it has to be preserved and photographed.
But I don't see anything else. I don't think that's associated. What are you looking at?
Head bounced off of this. You got flash.
Do you? Okay, I'll come over and I didn't get a close up of that yet. It might have been him.
I think it might have hit him. And the car hit him. It's all like impacted in. Yeah, there's some flesh on that.
Okay.
Like his head struck it.
I looked in the mirror and saw her coming behind me, and it's like, holy shit. I floored it and got around the semi that was beside me and got over real quick, and she was gone. Then she got behind me again somehow. I don't know how she managed that. Saw her coming back up through the traffic, just left to right, in between cars and trucks. This guy said she was behind a blue car that was running pretty fast too, like they were chasing each other. I didn't see that. I got over, she passed me in the left lane. As soon as I cleared the semi, I got over real quick to get out of the way. And she went past me in the left lane. This was way back. This was 10 miles ago.
Right.
I didn't see any of this. I just drove up on it.
No, I understand.
Okay.
But so it was a semi in the center lane, and you were in the left lane.
The semi was in the right lane,
Okay.
and then I was in the left lane. And she come up behind me in the left lane, and I got over, and she went around me.
Okay, so the middle lane was empty.
Yeah, there was only 2 lanes down there. I believe.
Okay.
I believe. I may be wrong about that. I'm thinking.
It was 2 lanes. Not
Yeah,
too far
further
from
down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just 2 lanes down there, and then it comes to 3 lanes when you get up here closer to Columbus.
And were there 3 lanes at this time?
The second time she passed, I'm pretty sure there were 3 lanes. Because I think that's how she got behind me. She must have been in the right lane when I was in the far left. Must have been a semi between us or something, because I didn't see her. I didn't see her when I went around her, but like I said, I was surprised she was behind me again.
Thank you. Yep.
He's sitting in his truck now if you want to ask him more questions or if you want to swear it down, I can do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go talk to him. Thank you.
It's a somber situation, so I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but you know what I'm thinking.
I was laying in the road.
Yeah, I don't know where the rifle is.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's in the wind. It's not in there.
Really? So we might want to.
I know. Because his ASP is here, his radio case is here.
So again, it sounds like he's saying ASS, he's saying ASP, which is the expandable baton. And that was a ponytail reference. There are some people who might not know what I meant by that, but there are other things more pressing.
You see it?
Yep, we're good. It's jammed up in there.
Okay, because I was looking at the bottom of that. Okay,
So we clearly want to pick up the mag if there's one in there, if we can get it out.
the mag's out.
Okay. Because I don't know if that thing, who knows what could happen if there's a round chamber.
Yeah, the mag's out.
Okay. At least that's one thing.
God.
So the concern there is that this rifle that has a magazine inside of it, they're concerned that it could potentially go off depending on how it was manipulated inside of the trunk of the vehicle. Smart thinking.
So we've gotten some reports that there were a couple of people that had seen her driving like an idiot between Cincinnati and here, basically. But if you were on your way up here, but if you didn't notice it, then remember, then don't worry about it. Yeah. I wouldn't expect you to. As much traffic as you see, but okay. We'll get you guys turned around.
And stuff like that, but I just didn't see them or notice them.
No worries. We'll get you guys out of here as quick as we can. We're getting ready to start turning the big trucks around, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate your patience.
How are you guys going to turn them around?
We're going to turn you around. We're going to take you southbound in the northbound lanes until we can find a crossover to flip you over on.
Okay. Appreciate it, sir.
Yep, thank you. Safe travels.
So if you see something like this, what are you supposed to do? That's a question that I frequently get. Number one is never chase the person. You're not the police. It becomes extremely dangerous and you could ultimately be charged yourself. This has happened. Number two, you can call 911 safely and let a dispatcher know what you see a person driving recklessly. If you are a passenger and you can safely record, and as a passenger, you can safely record. And I say this because sometimes people are driving and they attempt to record this and they get themselves into a ringer. In every jurisdiction, there is some degree of this charge called full attention to driving, where you are responsible to fully pay attention to your driving as opposed to whatever else is going on the road. So again, don't chase them. Call 911 if safe. If you're a passenger, record and continue to pay full attention to your driving.
You remember seeing that black SUV driving like an idiot at all?
I see that guy. I was right behind this guy. That guy came right. I mean, he flew by me.
Okay.
Right
you were behind the DHL?
And DHL went in front of me because I go 65.
Right.
I know I go 65. I was moving about 65. I remember the DHL because I was looking at the rear of it and it says change your light.
Right.
This guy came, or whoever was in this, then next thing you know, he was coming to a stop.
Would you happen to have video of that?
I'm not sure if that'll kick on unless I get an accident.
Okay.
So it won't record anything.
It's not? Okay. I may need you to give me a quick statement here in just a second, but we're getting ready to start flipping the big trucks around. We'll get you down the road as quick as we can, okay?
Yeah.
Appreciate your patience. Thank you. I got a witness.
Another one?
Not of the crash, but of him or her driving like an absolute idiot. The swinger truck, the one behind the Dana, she's a retired deputy. Saw this person driving like a moron, passed her on the berm, I guess. Is that your driver?
Yeah, that's probably what she was doing when she hit him.
Yeah.
28 years old. 29.
I'm gonna reshoot the scene with the second card, and then I'm gonna.
Who's the?
So this white Western, the Western Star, orange-colored Western Star, dump truck.
She's a witness.
Saw this one driving like a maniac.
That sound all right?
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah, what lane were you in?
I was in the left-hand lane.
Far left one?
Yes,
Okay.
far left lane.
About how far away, if you had to guess?
Me?
Yeah, like when you're coming down through there.
I saw the whole thing.
I mean, I don't know. When she slammed into him, I was probably, I don't know, just past these cruisers right here, because I mean, I immediately just slammed on my brakes and slammed into the median. You know, I don't know. I mean, I was close enough. I saw him. I mean, and I could see what was.
See what happened.
That he had gotten out. I mean, I'm terrible with distances.
I am too. That's why I hate to even like playing a guess in your head or anything. So that's okay.
I mean, I was just right there. I mean, when she hit him, I had to have been about where that, right behind this first white truck. You know, not far from there when she slammed into it, because it hadn't even stopped yet. When I slammed into the ditch, his cruiser was still going.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was like an explosion, man. As soon as she hit him, it was just like an explosion. So I couldn't have been much farther than maybe, I don't know, a couple hundred feet. 30 years I did this job and never had to do something, never witnessed something like that.
Here's a pro tip. It can be up to an hour before the police ever end up speaking to you if you're a witness. If you have the ability, you can jot down some notes for yourself or dictate them into your phone, because your memory is freshest right after an incident like that occurred. And once that adrenaline starts to leave you, you can start to confuse things, especially if there are other people inside the car saying things. It can become like the telephone game. So while it's fresh in your mind, you can jot down some of those things that you remember specifically. And then when you have to do a voluntary statement or you have to give your statement to the police, it's something that you know that was a lot fresher in your mind.
Did you have any contact with the driver of the black SUV?
Nope, I did not. I finally, he stopped and I told him to go check on the driver of this.
The black SUV, like, did it appear to be speeding or anything, or did you even notice it before it happened?
I couldn't tell, because I was paying attention to him, and then all I saw was an explosion.
Did anybody see the crash? This guy?
Yeah, he's a retired Grove City officer. So I caught just the basics for now. He gave a really good statement, but he, in his statement, saw that he's over the white line. She was over the white line. He said he was right around here when it happened. So he, like him, he basically bailed in the median. You can see where he cut it hard. And said he tried to get out in his radio, like he just grabbed his radio and tried to get out, but he was like, he said right around through here.
He was going southbound?
Yeah, in the
so
left lane.
He saw it happen
Across, yeah. As far as people this way, he didn't see it. The white truck stopped. He didn't see it, but he had some interaction with her before this. He got passed by her, and then got passed by her a second time. He didn't know where she came from the second time, but he was the same lady, like same car, same everything.
Did anybody have statements regarding like driving beforehand?
Yeah. He said he got passed by her. She come flying up on him, and then he passed her a second time. She was all over the road, hit the rumble strips, was crossing all the lanes, but he didn't see the actual crash. He just saw her terrible driving.
Did anybody get a statement from him already?
Yeah. Yeah. As far as
what about the blue car here?
I don't know if they saw anything. I talked to all the people that the deputies pointed me out to.
By any chance, did you guys see anything?
Yeah, but several miles back, there was a red Charger passed us that had to be going in their 80s. And there was a black car right behind it, black SUV.
Okay.
And it looked very hard. It looked like that car. They were flying. We were going 75. They passed us like 3 blocks. That was, I don't know how.
And how far away was that?
Like 10, 15 miles back.
10, 15 miles back? Okay.
Quite a ways.
So when you got up here, it
already happened.
Okay. Okay.
Another pro tip. A lot of people, when they see a person driving like that, and they're like, oh, they're going to wreck up there, but they don't get the license plate. Because especially if you end up having to give a witness statement, or if you end up calling 911, make, model, color of the vehicle, and license plate. Those are 3 things that you're going to definitely be asked. And if you're the driver, you can dictate that to the passenger, because you can pay full attention to driving and give that information. And if you're the passenger, you can just do it yourself and take that information down. It's incredibly important and helpful for the police.
She had a Georgia driver's license. Gary's got that.
Can you put out like this announcement or something that if anybody has any information regarding to the crash or something, to please call in? Have you talked to any of these people?
Yes, the only person here that we want to talk to is the one that Gary's getting a statement from now, whatever this straight truck.
Okay.
She said that vehicle passed her on the shoulder before 665.
665 is up
or
there.
Whatever that is. 662. And then she's a former deputy, so she's a good witness.
Which truck?
The orange one right here. Yeah.
I didn't put in any of the skids or the.
Well, there is an impact. We know where the heat was struck at. About here is where that starts. I would say, like right there. is the first smear, and that tracks all the way to that big puddle of it.
Hey, here's his body cam. His body cam. Holy crap, still recording. Okay. Yeah, just put that down in its place. Mountain Dew can.
You found the body cam?
It's still on.
What else were you guys looking for?
The mag. Maybe the mag out of the
mag's
rifle.
right there.
Out of the rifle?
There's a mag in the berm right over.
Oh, okay. That's got to be it then.
Good. Or suspected you got. Can you run them up to the crime lab right now? You can start a case. Just start a case real quick. Print off the evidence, property sheets. Bring that down to hand deliver it to the crime lab. Just do it right now and then. Everything. Just give me a call back when you got that complete.
Evidentiary tests that are taken from the suspect driver, the time that elapses from when they contact the person to when they draw blood, because they're going to draw blood on this type of thing, is very, very important. Because remember, these things dissipate from one system. The amount that's in your system at the time they draw blood, that time frame is very, very important.
Unsure at this time. I can find out. Because apparently CPD's sitting there waiting. Okay.
They're what?
Barton's sitting there waiting.
Oh.
They're getting the warrant. I don't know what. Is she at Grant too?
She's at Grant. What does he need?
They were going to give him blood sample.
Oh, give our troop the blood sample? Okay.
They have a nurse there that's waiting to do it. So blood draw.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just stand around the circle of everybody else, right?
Do you want them to...
Can we get a picture of the phone and then try to get it in the airplane mode so that we can collect it late? Well, once it gets back to ACF, we'll collect it there, and then it'll go down to CCU from there. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Have Trevor take some pictures. Just grab Trevor and tell him.
I think Gary said he took some other shit out of the car too.
Yeah, he did. He's heading to the crime lab now.
Oh, he's already gone?
Yeah.
Anyone in the comments can chime in as to why they want the phone in airplane mode.
Yeah, Major Kimmer wants a rush order on the
And the tox.
Yeah.
Sounds like she's on a bunch of stuff. Chris Wells said, talk to Barton. She took her Suboxone today, but she's on gabapentin and all kinds of other stuff.
Okay.
She says she's autistic and suffers from all these other things too. So, except
today.
So remember, there's a collateral investigation going on where there are troopers or detectives and whomever else with the suspect, potentially making sure that all of the evidence that's collected is collected properly. Any utterances that are made by the suspect are made properly, whether or not Miranda is given. All of that stuff is very, very specific and by design on how that goes down.
So if she is also talking and stuff.
So we have her ID or anything?
We have her information.
We do? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you send that to me too?
Yeah.
she admitted to we found some inside the car. Okay. These gentlemen are with the prosecutor's office. I'm going to give you, this is CJ Niemeyer. He's the police commander here.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Okay.
So we found in the car that have already been seized. We're taking them to the crime lab.
Okay.
Adam is at Grant. He talked to her. She admitted to, Suboxone, gabapentin, just some other, but says she's been sober for 10 days.
Yeah. Okay.
So, anyways.
So you see that the prosecutor's office has sent some people down to the scene, which is significant because they're going to be there while the collection of evidence goes down, and they're going to see exactly what they have to get and what they have to put together to make the case.
It is a rental car. All right. So you can see he stopped here, moving the tire debris. She rotates off. She rolls once.
Yeah.
Then the car just starts spinning. He was standing in front of the patrol car whenever it got hit.
So it hit him. Okay.
Appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, we'll be your points of contact for all of this.
I'll let the Circleville post commander. This is a trooper from Circleville.
Okay.
So I'll let him know. I'll give him your information as well because he'll want to be involved in the process.
And make sure he knows that we were out. We're happy to help out any way we can. And obviously, if we got a prosecutable case, which it sure sounds like we do, we're going to prosecute her.
All right.
So
sounds good. Appreciate it.
Tire went right into the back seat. Luckily, there was nobody in there. Just completely busted through the molded seat.
Let's see if his cell phone's out here.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, I just tried calling it.
How many years on the guy?
He's out of my class. He had
you guys close, 15, 20?
Like 16 and a half.
They were in the same academy. This trooper who's doing the investigation, he's talking about how many years he has on. So I'm sure that those things are going through his mind. When we go to these scenes, the weirdest thoughts go through when you see that this could have been you and the person that it happened to, you know, and you were in the academy with. It's really tough.
Sounded like it was coming from back here. Oh, it's right here.
Got it.
Oh, fuck that.
But yeah, we're gonna open up this lane here and the berm. If you want to let them know down there at 62, we're going to keep these two far right lanes closed for the time being, but we'll be getting pretty close to the berm.
Assuming we'll pull the cruiser and then do that, or will be moving the ditch from the other way?
Yeah, he's pulling the cruiser right now.
Usually I get an escort when I get one like this, so
yeah,
no escort today?
We'll give you one.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, why don't you just take it the way it is and we'll...
Shotgun's gone from inside.
Yeah, the shotgun's gone. When you guys both get them loaded up, we'll just escort you all together at once.
So it appears at the time of this recording that the trooper suffered a broken leg and some significant head and body injuries. And he, at the time of this recording, was no longer a trooper. However, he did survive, thank God. The female, Aaliyah Wheel, received, through a plea bargain, a 5-year, 72-month sentence for the driving, aggravated vehicular assault, and possession of related compound, was what I read in the news story. In the matter of a second, these kind of horrific things can happen. And when you see someone talking about the dangers of being on the side of the road, this clearly exemplifies the dangers that are on the side of the road. So if you know someone who drives in a reckless manner, or who doesn't take driving that seriously, or who decides that they want to have a career in law enforcement so they can understand the dangers that exist in law enforcement, send this video to them. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.